here. Overhanging brush. This looks familiar, this area. Pretty darn close. Let's take a look at that map. Okay, so there's Sasquatch Pond. What? I'm moving away from it? What the heck? Oh, maybe this trail loops around and goes back down there. Because I know I am on the right trail. It just looks, you know, many parts of this trail look like other parts of the trail, and really easy to think you're somewhere else on it, I guess. Anyway, I would have never found that pond without my phone, the pre-downloaded map. I'd search for years for it. That's how hard it is to find. Under this one. Second gear. Usually start this bike with second even uphill. Oh wow. Dried up creek. This pond has a lot of streams that head into it. So we'll see if any of them are still flowing when I get there, because last fall they were all dried out. They were just muddy, but no actual water flowing. Oh yeah, it is a swampy area. Country right here. What these bikes are made for, man. Getting out, in some more playtime with these. Alright, I think it's time to check that map again. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty dead on. I'm gonna find a better entry point. Oh yeah, this is the spot I came in, right? Remember these overhanging trees? The pond is dead ahead that way, 1/4 mile exactly. I've measured it on the map. Found the closest point to it, and we'll see how swampy it is between here and the pond. But we were bushwhacking. There's a lot more brush than last time from what I can remember, because I went in fall. This was not so dense, so still going the right way. I can smell the skunk weed. Getting into a marshy area. Really excited, guys. I brought a sign with me this time to put up. Just like I said. Said that if it gets approved, if this pond gets approved by Google Maps, the name, then I'm gonna make a sign for it and put it up. And I got my dad to help me with that because he's a graphic designer, using one of the pictures I took when I was at the pond last time. And it was the biggest sign I could fit, like size of sign that I could fit in my backpack. Alright, we're almost at the clearing. Here we are, boys. Wasn't that bad for mud. Missed most of the marsh. Oh yeah, the water level's higher for sure. Well guys, I'm back at Sasquatch Pond, first time of the year, and I put up my sign, screwed it into the tree so it's not going to come off, and yeah, it's a nice quality reflective metal sign. This is a picture I took that my dad and I went over with graphic design and made it look a little more artsy, and added a squatch to it right here. So I think it's a pretty nice little sign. This is the same font, if you didn't notice. Can't remember what it's called, but I'll probably have it in a subtitle below on the video. But this is the same font that I used for my Enduro Bandit pic photo and for the intro. So I think that's suiting, considering I, rode here on a dirt bike. And even if you have a map, but it doesn't show your location on the map, you're still not going to find this pond, because there's just a labyrinth of little 4x4 trails that like snake all over the place. And what I do is I pre-download a map on my phone. This is the only way I found it. And then get to the closest point that you can to the pond. On the phone it'll tell you your location, and then you just bushwhack from there. Make sure you're going the right way, and it's about a 1/4 mile at the shortest distance to this pond of bushwhacking. No trails in, and it's a very nice little pond. It's got 6 streams headed into it, and it's looking good. Water level's pretty high right now. It's the beginning of summer. I imagine it was even higher a few weeks ago, but yeah, probably take some photos, have a break here. Maybe even a bear or a moose will show up. Lots of tracks. If you walk around, it's very easy to spot the animal tracks here because it's a marshy surrounding with some mud and stuff. So oh, I gotcha. I can't keep them in my hand when it's one hand. Got my motocross glove on the other. You can see this is floating moss, a lot of it. I walked on some over there. It's literally just like a layer of moss that's on top of the water with some, I don't know, something that it's clinging to underneath. But it's walkable on this side. The other side I was sinking in. It's pretty deep on this side. Cool. Yeah, see that? Look at that. Don't want to get too close to the edge. Well, I'm gonna have a snack break, see if I can find a dry spot to sit. You can see there's a real big leech in there. I haven't seen any fish yet in this pond, but pretty much everything else. This whole clearing here was underwater in early spring, I think. You can just tell, you know, there's like basically what looks like driftwood laying around. That's where I sat. It's like one of the few dry places. Anyway, it's very pretty. I just feel like I'm living in a dream when I'm out here at this pond. I mean, you know, it hasn't been touched by civilization. Got to put in a real hard effort to get to it, which I don't mind at all. Nice little stream here. We got a big frog in there. See that? I don't know if the camera caught it. There's a big frog in there. Yeah. I've seen some big leeches swimming around in the water. Like big. So they're eating something. Sticking on a moose or whatever comes in to eat the lily pads, or who knows what. It's a big stream, or was a big stream here. It's pretty, it's right down to barely anything now. See, you can see how the moss is floating. That's cool. That is so cool.